What else? What other goals do I have? Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Yeah, my hair is like, I am sitting in my patio, and if you can hear it, it's raining. It is Sunday. I had a lot of things I was supposed to get done, and I didn't. And even though it may look bright enough outside for me to catch up on some of those things, it actually isn't. It's about 6:30 p.m. So yes, I lost the day literally doing nothing. Sometimes you just kind of need that, I guess, mental break from everything, and I feel like all this week I was on a go mode. You know, updating my planner. I actually bought a new planner to kind of keep my life as organized as possible. My animals don't leave me alone, and I kind of want to just catch up with you guys real quick and just go over a few things that have been going on. In my most recent video that I posted before this one, you'll have seen that I went to training and I passed my competency test, and I had virtual learning scheduled. And I know I keep looking at my hair, that's because I can't decide if this messy look is going or it's not. And as you can see, it's cut short. Yes, it is. And if it's uneven, it's because I did it myself. And I'm not really mad at it. I mean, whatever. It's getting hot in Florida. The summer's here. I actually worked the floor a few times this past week, so that was pretty interesting. You know, trying to get acclimated to the routine, to the patients, just the rules of the facility and things like that. It can be overwhelming. But you know, I feel like a lot of the stress, it's like a good stress. It just gets tiring. It gets tiring. So I haven't really vlogged any of it. This week I am working 3 days. I am still technically in training. So tomorrow I'm shadowing a nurse. And then Monday, Friday it'll be the same thing. And then somebody has to sign me off on my skill set, and I submit it to management, and then I'm pretty much good to go. So anywho, that's kind of how work has been. I do have some goals set up for myself, which I think is why I don't feel so like overwhelmed per se. Like I do want to go back to school. I want to pursue another degree. I don't want to share too much on that, just because I feel like it can be a jinx, because then you guys are waiting around like, wait a minute, why hasn't she, you know, applied anywhere? Why isn't she enrolled in anything? Didn't she say she wanted to go back to school? It's a thought. So I'm just kind of gathering information on that and really like trying to be as thorough as possible. And is this what I want to do? Is this what I want to do? I definitely do want to get certified in nephrology as a nurse. So, and actually I don't qualify for the nephrology, the CNN, the actual certified nephrology nurse credential. I don't qualify for that only because I have only worked in outpatient dialysis. I haven't worked in all areas of nephrology as a nurse, because you know, there's transplant, there's peritoneal dialysis, there's home therapy dialysis, case management, just different things. There's all kind of areas, and you've had to have worked hours in those areas. It can't just be shadowing or an externship or things like that. It has to actually be worked hours. But that's okay. CNN versus the CDN, which is certified dialysis nurse. So I do have plans for that, and I'm giving myself 1 year to get it done, you know, to apply for it, to study, to take it and pass it. What else? What other goals do I have? I'm gonna say that this job that I have is going to be my last stop, meaning if it doesn't work out there for whatever reason, I'm just going to go to a different field of nursing. It is my last stop, unless there's like a clinic that opens you know, 2 blocks down, then I'm gonna want to transfer over or something like that. But it is my last stop in dialysis. At least I'm either gonna stay there forever, or you know, unless I move out of state or something like that, or just try to better myself as a professional. That could mean anything. That could mean going back to school to get a master's, to get a doctorate, to become a manager, to become, you know, higher than a manager. Who knows? I don't know. I definitely feel like I'm not living to my full potential. I feel like I can give more in different ways other than just on the floor with direct patient care. I kind of want to give more in other ways, and I feel like that's where I'm moving towards. I just haven't decided which direction to take yet. So that's just something I'm going to kind of keep to myself, and then when it happens, if it happens, of course I will share with you guys. But I'd rather just not have that kind of pressure and say, yeah, next month I'm gonna do this, and yeah, no pressure. I'm just gonna take it one day at a time and do the best that I can, making sure that I follow all the rules as best that I can, because theory and practice are two different things. They really, really are. It sounds nice on paper when you present things a certain way, when you have a plan for things a certain way, but when it comes to actually doing it, or, you know, things don't always go as planned. Patients are not ideal. They, you know, not everyone walks steadily, not everyone talks, not everyone understands English, not everybody is educated and understands the importance of the care that you're trying to give them. So I'm actually gonna see if I need to put a load of laundry in. I still have scrubs for this week, so I'm good on those. I just touched the table, that's why you guys moved a little bit. I do need to start meal prepping. I need to meal prep some lunch, dinner for this week, at least for the next couple of days. And I need to meal prep my breakfast. And I'm just feeling so lazy. I really don't want to do it, but I need to, because I've been just kind of eating whatever. I ate out several times this week, which is really bad because I feel the difference. I haven't been drinking enough water again. And that's just because I've just kind of put other things in the back burner. I think that's what happens when you get really busy in the weekend. That's like the challenge of finding that balance of taking care of stuff but still taking care of yourself at the same time. And now that I have more of a stable schedule, and I know when I'm working and when I'm not working ahead of time, and I'm most likely usually going to be working 3 days a week, I have that extra day off during the week where I need to really discipline myself and figure out what I'm doing on those days off. That is pretty much the latest update. The hair work is going not easy, but I'm trying, and I'm wondering why these lights haven't turned on yet. I think they turn on at 7 or 8. I think that's what it is. But it looks it's a lot darker and cloudy outside just because it's been raining all weekend, like thundering and everything, which is another reason why I kind of really didn't want to go anywhere, because when the weather is poopy, I feel poopy, and then all I want to do is sit on the couch with a hot cup of something and watch like TV or play video games, which is what I did. So let's go. So this is definitely not my kitchen, and I am definitely not wearing the same thing. We are literally 2 days later, and I did nothing productive on Sunday. Yesterday I worked for 13.5 hours. I'm exhausted. It's been a while since I've worked that many hours in a day, so, and my camera's dying, so I'm gonna have to either charge you and talk later or pick up where I left off with my cell phone. But just a quick gander, I have not even started my day. These are some hangers that I bought to finish making my closet look more aesthetically pleasing, and I have to do possibly some laundry, clean up the what I got. Yeah, that's from yesterday. Literally just like strip down, and yeah, being single, it's hard, especially since my animals are waiting for me out of that door. So let me charge up. All right, are we good to go here? Yes. Still look fat. This is what adulting and life is all about. Just kind of getting your shit together. I have been like super busy just getting acclimated to my new job, and I had a guest over not so long ago, so kind of, you know, went out a lot to eat, as you can see. But all is well. Gonna get back into the groove of things. You know, it's all about a balance, all about just maintaining yourself. So, you know, trying to do that, trying to stick to my routine. Kind of hard, gotta admit. Not as motivated as I was last year, but I am motivated to get my life together, get myself on track. Trying to just be more financially responsible and things like that. Behind me is this glorious mess of paper summer cleaning. Yeah, basically okay, so it kind of started off as trying to get organized for my new job. I had taken the liberty of using this baby that I've had for so many years, and it's never been properly used. Throughout the years, I've kind of just tried to use it as like, you know, a little filing mechanism for bills or schoolwork, or, you know, things like that, pet stuff. A little bit of everything, you know, my stuff, pet stuff, bills, car stuff. And it's never really been like well maintained that way. And then what ended up happening was me having a couple of those and some of these all filled with pretty much the same thing. And I didn't have, oh, and the bottom, this filing thing here, excuse the beer. But I've been at it since like, what time did I get home? 5-ish. I've been at it since like 5:30. Been doing this stuff, and it's currently like after 9. So I was pretty much determined. I have this big old plastic bag of garbage here, just, you know, old paperwork, bills, invoices, even you know, like worn down binders and folders that I'm just not using, won't use. And if I need something, I want something more updated, maybe another filing system, maybe a better folder, you know, better plastic, whatever, color code, who knows how I want to organize myself in the future. But it's all about purging and repurposing things that can be repurposed and making sure that everything is functional. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you know, if you know, follow a lot of those professional organizers and those YouTubers that are all about their organization and home office and things like that, they all say the same thing. It has to be functional, repurpose what you have, organize it in a way that you're gonna actually use it and it's gonna work for you. I pretty much put everything in piles. I have like my personal stuff, such as like my health records, which I think are all health records, pretty much. Health records, tax information, birth certificate, licenses, all the things like that. I have a stack of my CDN material, study material. For those who don't know, I plan on becoming a certified dialysis nurse one day, and I've already taken initiative to get myself into the motions of things. So I have my study material there. I have a pile, actually, I had all my pet stuff. So, you know, for those who don't know, I live in Florida. And if you know Florida, you know we are in hurricane season, I believe. We are officially in hurricane season already. So it's, you know, of course it's important to have your hurricane supplies, water, dried goods, canned goods, things like that to kind of last you a week or so, depending on how severe this hurricane is. Not to say this like it's coming, no, and just in general. But what's also important is, in case of the event that I need to evacuate to anywhere, you know, a shelter, things like that, obviously I'm not leaving my fur babies behind. Like, if I can't take them, we're all dying together. Facts. if I need to go to a shelter, things like that. They do allow animals, but you need to show that they have been vaccinated. So I do plan on changing this cover. This insert has been there for years. I mean, like, I must have been in like high school or something when I made this. So in here I just have like my nearest major hospital for them, you know, like a 24-hour hospital ER. Then I also have boarding information that I currently use, and then I plan on, this is an insert, I plan on putting like Miranda, a picture of her and her name, and of course in color, and then the same thing in Max. So I have 3 dividers, one for Max, Nico, and Miranda, with all of their current vaccination information. You need that. You need their current vaccination information as well as their tags on them, but you should always have that. So wherever you go, carry your pet information, because the last thing you want to do is be stranded or have your pets kicked out of anywhere because there's just no proof that they're not gonna spread disease. These are all like current bills that need to be paid or reviewed or just monitored or whatever. I'm actually gonna make a scrapbook someday of all of like my receipts and postcards or just things that I've collected from places that I've traveled to. I actually have a bin of other travel like receipt things in a bin. I said that already, right? I have it in my office. So I'm kind of just gonna combine that, but that's in a separate pile. And then this is like all my car stuff. You know, just basically windshield when it had to replace, or the glass, you know, things like that, warranties, registration information. That's all here. And then this is just like furniture warranties that I've had from the things that I bought. And this is all my, excuse me, this is all my nursing related stuff. So not necessarily for work. I could put it in my work folder that I just made, but you know, it's just other nursing things that I don't have to be employed anywhere to have. So what I'm probably gonna do is like things that I don't need to access frequently, I'll put it in a binder, like hole punch it, put it in a binder, and then things that I want to like constantly look through really quickly, I will probably put it in the case, and then everything else just kind of leave it alone and see what I need as I need it. If I don't use some of these things within the next year, then I'm probably just gonna toss it. Right now, it is bedtime pretty much, so the boys are in bed and the princess is up there. She'll join me when I go to the room. That's always a routine. Or I just pick her up and bring her, because if I don't and I leave her up there, in 5 minutes she will start crying and howling out the door, because I don't leave my door open and close it. I'll see how much I further vlog, or if this is the end. Thank you for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to hit like down below, click on subscribe, comment, give me feedback, let me know what you want to see more of so I can make you people happy, because I'm a people pleaser. And I'll continue to work on my content. You know, that's what I should do, like a YouTube folder. I should like organize that. But I feel like I don't really need to have something on paper. I can kind of just put it in a planner kind of thing and plan the video. Like, I don't really need to make a thing yet, because this is more like still a hobby than a job. But anyways, good night.